Close your eyes and picture a column of boiling water shooting 100 feet into the sky, steam roiling like thunder across the valley floor. This isn't Hollywood, it's Yellowstone, home to over 10,000 hydrothermal features, including more than 500 geysers that make up half the world's active geysers. Long before explorers arrived, the Yellowstone Plateau cradled human footsteps for over 11,000 years. Tribes like the Shoshone, Crow, and Bannock hunted bison and revered these steaming springs as sacred portals between worlds. On March 1st, 1872, President Ulysses S. Grant signed the Yellowstone Protection Act, establishing the world's first national park. 2.2 million acres set aside for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. Beneath your feet lies one of the world's last active supervolcano calderas, fueling hot springs, mud pots, and fumaroles that glow with alien colors. Walk the wooden boardwalks of the Grand Prismatic Spring, its rainbow hues painted by heat-loving microbes thriving at 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Yellowstone teems with life. Nearly 300 species of birds, 67 mammals, and vast herds of bison that thunder across the plains. Spot a grizzly bear sprinting at 40 miles per hour, faster than a house cat, even at 700 pounds. From otters in the rivers to golden eagles overhead, this living tapestry is unmatched in the lower 48 states. From near eradication in the early 20th century to a landmark reintroduction in 1995, the story of Yellowstone's wolves is one of dramatic conservation success. After wolves were eliminated by hunting and poisoning programs, 14 Canadian gray wolves were airlifted into the park in January 1995, followed by additional groups in subsequent years. Over the next decade, the wolf population grew, reshaping predator-prey dynamics. Elk herds declined significantly, allowing willow and aspen stands to recover and beaver populations to rebound. This trophic cascade transformed riparian ecosystems, illustrating the profound influence of apex predators on ecosystem health and resilience. Wolves were systematically trapped, shot, and poisoned in Yellowstone with bounties of up to $50 per animal until the last pups were killed in 1924, effectively extirpating wolves from the lower 48 states. By the 1930s, for decades, Yellowstone operated without its top predator, and elk populations soared, leading to overgrazing of willows, aspens, and other riparian vegetation. In January 1995, wildlife biologists captured 14 gray wolves in Canada, 8 on January 12th and 6 on January 19th, and transported them to acclimation pens in Yellowstone's Lamar Valley. A second group of 17 wolves arrived in January 1996, and an additional 10 Canadian wolves were released in 1997, establishing multiple breeding packs across the park. On March 24, 1995, the acclimation pens were opened, marking the first wild wolf packs in Yellowstone. In nearly 70 years, wolves reproduced rapidly. By 2003, the park's wolf population peaked at around 100 individuals across 10-12 packs, spreading from the northern range to the park's interior elk counts, which stood near 17,000 when reintroduction began, fell below 10,000 by 2003, and reached lows of approximately 3,915 in early 2013, reflecting sustained predation pressure. As elk numbers declined, woody browse pressure eased, enabling willows along stream banks to grow beyond elk reach and exceed 2 meters in height. By the early 2000s, dense willow thickets began to shield young aspen and cottonwood from browsing, supporting forest regeneration along riparian corridors. With restored willow habitat, beavers, ecosystem engineers once extirpated alongside wolves, returned and constructed dams, creating wetlands that moderated stream flow and enhanced biodiversity. Research shows these beaver dams not only stabilized stream channels, but also increased groundwater retention and improved aquatic habitats for fish and amphibians. While the broad trophic cascade is celebrated, some studies caution that wolf-driven aspen recovery may be less uniform than first thought, with factors like elk behavior and hydrology also playing roles. Park managers continue to monitor wolf packs, removing only a handful of habituated individuals since 1995 to maintain natural behaviors in public safety. 25 years after their return, Yellowstone's wolves have helped stabilize elk herds by removing weak and sick individuals, promoting healthier populations, and enhancing ecological resilience. The Yellowstone wolf story remains a global model for predator reintroduction, showcasing how restoring apex predators can reestablish balance in degraded ecosystems and inspire similar efforts worldwide. Yellowstone's story is far from over. Every geyser, every wolf pack, every ancient petroglyph echoes a chapter waiting to be told. Yet if you felt the ground tremble with that geyser's blast, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our next deep dive into America's wildest places.